Hey there, happy day 1050 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. What's working, what's not, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. I pretty much share it all here. If you have a question or would like to know anything about business, offline or online, hit me up. If you're struggling with your pivot plan, if you're struggling in any area or aspect of your life, know that, God, I've been around a long time, 47 years in at least 27 different businesses and industries as an owner. And alongside that, over a quarter century in corporate America, primarily in the quality and sanitation function. But the cool thing about those functions is my job and my responsibility was to oversee the processes and procedures in every department and then how they interrelated with one another. So I've got a lot of experience in different functions and different functionality and the things that make a business work and tick, both online and offline. So if you have any questions about that, please ask in the comments below and hit me up. Now, mission accomplished. I call this one mission accomplished today because as I was creating my videos today, I decided I'm going to do today and tomorrow's videos because I'm having a sleepover with my granddaughter. And I know that when we have sleepovers, it's really, really hard for me to get up in the morning and do videos when I know she's sleeping and she could wake up at any time. Kind of like during COVID-19. Before she started school, it was sort of like that every single day. I had to quick make my videos before she came, or the days that I didn't get them all done, it ended up, they got done. They always got done, but it was a lot more juggling and a lot more craziness than I choose to experience when I'm creating my content and making videos. So today I actually did my normal 5 videos of content, and then I switched over. I actually changed my shirt, got a different cup, put on some different redder lipstick, put on a little bit of eyeshadow and said, okay, let's go. And I just knocked out. And I normally do in the morning, I'll do a practice run of my Supersize Your Business post. It's an idiom every day. And normally I'll do a practice run of that. But today I didn't because I do that live on my Facebook page. And I'm like, oh my God, one of those a day is enough. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow during the day sometime just for the fun of it. But I already did the version that's for business owners and for growing and building and supersizing your business, especially during changes and challenges like COVID-19. I already did that one. So I got the 4 video pieces of content done that I normally do every day, this being the last of those content pieces. And I feel pretty good about it. I don't normally like to batch my content. I like to do it fresh every day because different stuff comes up every day. I'm changing and growing and evolving every day with my life and my businesses, and I like to be current on what's really going on. I don't like to do it ahead of time. Now, I have done batch content. Doesn't mean I won't do batch content on evergreen, non-specific, or on specific topics, but not time-related or event-related topics. I will do some more of that because I think it's really powerful to be able to go into a page or a group and just search topics that you're having a challenge with right now and being able to find some resources on that. I do that all the time, and I want to be that resource to other people as well. So today, fun challenge was about, it was a fill in the blank. I'm going to grab it because I can't remember what it was already. Isn't that funny? Obviously didn't stick with me, fill in the blank. I think it was about something that most people like, but that I feel a different way about. Oh yeah, here we go, snow. A lot of people like snow. I find it to be an unnecessary freezing of water. Carl Reiner said this, and our challenge was to say, a lot of people like blank. So what is something a lot of people like that I find to be blank, that you find somehow annoying? I used Facebook filters because the Facebook filters, for some reason on my phone, I'm sure there's a setting I'm missing, but I'll pick different filters and they blow my head up to giant. So my head fills the entire screen. And it's creepy to me. So I can't imagine how other people feel about it. So I find those annoying. People like Facebook filters, but I find them annoying. I actually kind of like the ones that take away my wrinkles. But then I'm like, oh my God, if people see me in real life, they're going to be like, you don't look anything like that filter. Yeah, that's a nice looking filter, but it erases all your wrinkles and adds nice color and makeup because yours is kind of crooked with your vision challenges. But I want people to know that it's really me. So I use filters because I actually think they're fun, but I think it's super annoying when I pick a fun filter and then it blows up my head. It did it twice yesterday and once today. And I'm like, okay, how do I know what filters are going to stay normal looking and which are going to blow up my head when I hit the record button? There's got to be a clue to that or a way. I haven't figured it out yet. So maybe I'll ask one of my kids because they're better at technology than I am. So that was a fun challenge today. Our idiom today was about one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I personally freaking love this particular idiom because there's so many versions of it, number one. Number two, I've had a lot of really interesting stories and personal experience with one man's trash being another man's treasure. I collect things that other people consider trash sometimes and use them for different projects. And I like different things. I like little versions of things. My God, I like rubber ducks. I have got a whole collection of little plastic rubber ducks. That to most people would be trash. I mean, if I was still married, my ex would have those in the garbage faster than you can say lightning. Because one man's trash is another man's treasure. One man's pain is another man's pleasure. There are a whole bunch of them. I'm going to look them up because they're pretty fun. One man's ceiling is another man's floor. One man's loss is another man's profit. We're seeing a lot of that this year. One man's fault is another man's lesson. One man's pleasure is another man's pain. One man's sin is another man's blessing. I kind of like one man's loss is another man's gain. One business's loss is another business's gain in the world right now. Energy, you know, there's this understanding in physics and in the world that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It's just transitioned and transformed from one form to the other. And I think we see that when we have huge global events like COVID-19. COVID-19 has totally impacted the economy and how we do business and what businesses are making money and what aren't. Now, some of that's being manipulated by politicians. Don't get me wrong. Small businesses in the United States are being absolutely shut down and devastated. I think the other day I heard 110 or 100 and some thousand restaurants have had to shutter their business because of COVID-19, and they're not going to reopen after it. They can't recover. And that's just in one industry. So millions of businesses are being lost. Well, some big global players, big businesses, Amazon's just smoking, Zoom, and I love some of these companies. Don't get me wrong, I use them, but I'm saying they are thriving at the loss of a lot of other businesses that are being outlawed because they're not necessary businesses. We've got a curfew in my hometown now at 10 o'clock, so no bars or restaurants can be open after 10, and that is going to destroy them. And it wasn't because of us in our state; it's because the neighboring state came over and we had 3 people stabbing and a murder. So it's like, got to do something. And it's hurting. It's really devastating businesses in our area, businesses in the entire country. In addition to that, we've had looting and rioting and burning of businesses in our area and in the Twin Cities, which is St. Paul, Minneapolis as well. Over 1,000 businesses were burnt and destroyed in peaceful protests. Come on, people. It's not a peaceful protest. Looting, rioting, burning buildings is a frickin' riot. One man's peaceful protest is another man's riot, right? I guess that's a good one too. So that's it. That's all I've got today. I'm going to hang out with my amazing granddaughter. Go out, have an awesome, amazing day. And I will be with you tomorrow with another update on what I'm doing as I transition from the brick and mortar world, as I get ready for the Challenge Summit next year, as I'm doing the Get Up Go Challenge and the other challenges now. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow.